Welcome to the Shifting with Marlee podcast. I'm Marlee. Thank you for joining me wherever you are. All that I ask of you, the listener, is to have an open mind and an open heart. And in return, I offer you myself. Hi, podcast friends. Marlee here. I thought I'd come on today with a bit of a different episode, more of a personal update, and let you all know where I've been. You may have noticed, but this year in 2025, podcast episodes from me have been more sporadic and less frequent. As I record this episode, for example, I haven't published a new podcast episode in 4 months. I've been podcasting since April 2020, so more than 5 years, and this is the first time in my podcasting career that I've stepped away from a regular podcasting schedule. And I'm sorry about that. I haven't intentionally meant to neglect the podcast or step away for so long, and it's not at all for lack of creativity or ideas or inspiration or people I want to talk to. It's simply because I have had significantly less capacity this year. I think 2025, for most of us, have been an intense year. And I also have really high standards for every podcast episode I put out into the world, which means that I put a lot of time and effort and energy into each episode. And this year, I've just had significantly less free time. So I haven't had the energy to dedicate to the podcast. And again, I'm sorry about that. But the reason that I've had less capacity and less free time this year, though, is very exciting, the primary reason. And I'm excited to share that with you today. So I have officially stepped into a new role of energy healer. And earlier this year in the spring, I started officially offering energy healing sessions. I'm currently calling these sessions multidimensional healing and activation sessions. And this is something I've been working towards slowly for probably 10 years and very much actively working towards for more than 2 years behind the scenes, doing practice sessions and really developing my craft and my channel. And then finally one day I was like, I need to stop hiding this gift. I need to get over my fear and just do it. And so I finally launched these energy healing sessions, and that is where I've been dedicating the majority of my free time the past 6 months. And because I tend to move slowly, I am a projector in human design after all. If you know, you know. It has taken me another 6 months to work up the courage to tell you all about it. I also want to share with you a bit about these sessions because I'm really proud of them. I'm really proud of these sessions, and they are genuinely so powerful and so unique. And people who have experienced one of these sessions have seen really profound results. So in these sessions, you receive a comprehensive, thorough, and detailed intuitive and psychic energy reading with actionable tools and tips and next steps channeled by me specifically for you and where you're at the time of the session. And the reason these sessions are so transformative and unique as well is because I work with the 12 chakra system. So you may be aware of your 7 main chakras in your body, and that is your crown, your third eye, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root chakras. But for several years now, I've been studying and developing a relationship with the 12 chakra system and have woven them into my energy healing sessions. And that is the 7 main chakras I mentioned, plus the 5th dimensional etheric higher chakras, which include the Earth Star chakra located below your feet, the navel chakra located at your belly button, the causal chakra located right above your crown, the soul star chakra located also above your crown, about 12 to 18 inches, and then the stellar gateway chakra, which is located several feet above your crown. So in my energy healing sessions, we are waking up your 12 chakra system. We are activating them, as well as doing deep energy clearing on all 12 chakras, plus energy clearing for your physical body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, all the bodies. And this allows a deepening and a strengthening of your intuition, as well as an activation of your psychic senses. So that's your claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, etc. All the clairs. Because we are all intuitive. We are all psychic, if you didn't know. We are all intuitive and we are all psychic. Sometimes, though, we just need a little help and a little energy clearing to awaken these senses and abilities, or to strengthen them or deepen them or make them more clear. I also work closely with the nervous system in each session. So in almost every session, we do a nervous system clearing, reset, and calming, which helps with burnout and overwhelm, and also brings a dose of peace and calm and just helps you breathe deeper. And then in addition, a really unique aspect of an energy healing session with me is that it's not just me. I create the space and hold the space and protect the space, which allows room for other high vibrational beings to come through. Only if it's in your highest and greatest good, of course. But that may be angels or archangels or ancestors or ascended masters or spirit guides or unicorns or dragons or star beings or animal messengers or earth elementals or fairies, just to give you some examples. And these high vibrational beings come through to provide further energy clearing, further healing, further activation, and further messages. And they really amplify the sessions. It gets very magical and wild, y'all. These sessions are extremely deep. It's hard to even put into words, and each session is so unique. And on top of all of this, you are also receiving Reiki energy throughout the whole session, which is a beautiful universal healing energy. I also want to highlight that in almost every session, the inner child comes through to receive healing and clearing and also provide messages. And also in almost every session, past lives come forward to be witnessed and cleared. And in addition, often ancestral wounds come up. So we're talking inner child healing, past life healing, and ancestral healing through these sessions as well. Basically, whatever you need at the time of your session for your highest and greatest good, these sessions will meet you there and deliver. And to share some of the transformations that my clients have seen from these multidimensional healing and activation sessions so far, they've seen a strengthening of their intuition and psychic senses. They've found their sleep has improved and their dreams are more vivid. They've been able to access their creativity more. They've been able to shift relationship dynamics and release triggers and fears. They've gained clarity and guidance, and also have been validated in their own spiritual experiences and their own intuitive downloads. They've gained more self-confidence and self-love. They've been able to unblock their throat chakras and find their voices and begin expressing themselves more confidently. They've strengthened their relationship with the earth, the unseen realms, and their star family. They've met new guides from the unseen realms. They've increased their self-worth. They walk away feeling empowered and more sovereign. And I've even had several healers work with me who say that their own healing work has become more powerful with their clients. And the list goes on. It's been really beautiful to witness. So to sum it up, a healing session with me is deep, it is powerful yet gentle, it is grounding, it is empowering, and it is transformational. We do a lot of work in these sessions. If you'd like to learn more, you can find more details in the show notes of this podcast episode. And for you, my podcast community, as a special thank you, you can use discount code PODCAST on your first session. That's discount code PODCAST, which will give you a big discount on your first session. So yeah, that's why I've had less capacity to work on the podcast. And I wanted to explain myself so that you don't think that I've just walked away from this podcast. But I also just wanted to share that being able to offer these sessions has been a long time in the making. And like I said, a dream come true and a dream of mine for over 10 years. So I've really just been over here basking in gratitude and having fun with these sessions. And I would be so honored to go deeper with you and dive in and uncover what is hidden. I am so grateful and honored to be able to do these sessions and to offer these sessions and to show up in this way. Truly so honored. So whenever you're ready, I am here. And again, you can use discount code podcast on your first session. I also want to share why I think energy healing work in general is so important right now. So whether you work with me or another healer or have a personal practice, energy healing work is so, so important right now. I know the world seems dark. I know the world seems dark right now. But I truly believe to my core, one of the most powerful and tangible action items we can be taking and we need to be prioritizing right now is our own healing and deconditioning. The darkness is coming to the surface to be seen and witnessed and healed on an individual level and on a collective level so that we can choose differently and show up differently and create something new and remember our power and sovereignty. And prioritizing our healing and deconditioning will benefit the collective because we are so deeply connected, interconnected, and intertwined. Focusing on our own healing and deconditioning will break cycles and will bring more light and love into our lives and the world. So offering these sessions and walking alongside you on your healing journey and lovingly holding up a mirror and lovingly holding space for you to go inward is one of my contributions right now to building a better world. So yeah, that's where my focus has been. And I haven't found a balance yet between these energy healing sessions, my full-time day job, and just normal life and family and responsibilities. But don't worry. I still plan to continue with this podcast. It just may sometimes be on a less frequent basis as I try to find more of a balance between everything in my life. And thank you for being patient with me and sticking with me as I work to find that balance. And if you're on my newsletter, you also know that I've been singing a lot the past few months. And if you're not on my newsletter, it's really the best way to stay in touch with me and to support me. There's a link to sign up in the show notes, and of course, it's free. So in August, I had the privilege of participating in a spiritual singing retreat at the Llama Foundation, which is in the mountains outside of Taos, New Mexico. And it's a very, very special place. So I spent 3.5 days singing medicine songs for hours and hours every day with a group of 50 people. It was a really transformational experience, and I could talk about it for hours, but what I'd like to share with you today is that through that experience, I discovered the power of song and the power of singing and the power of singing together. And I also discovered that singing is in itself a healing practice. So I really encourage you to sing more in your life. Sing with yourself, sing with your inner child, sing with your children and nieces and nephews, sing with your partner. Just sing as much as you can. And singing medicine songs in particular is really healing and powerful because singing really seeps into your unconscious mind, your subconscious. So being mindful of the words that you're singing is important as well. And through this experience of singing more, I also discovered my own voice. Not that I have a beautiful singing voice, because I know that I don't, but I don't care anymore. And I actually enjoy hearing myself sing now, which is so huge. I've let go of being self-conscious and have really stepped into confidence and power in my singing voice as well as in my day-to-day life through the singing practice that I found, which feels monumental and such a big shift. Like I said, singing is such a healing practice, and I also now incorporate it daily into my life and my personal practice, and I also sing all the time with my little nephew. So that's where I've been. I've been traversing the astral realms in my energy healing sessions and singing my heart out and also trying to avoid burnout while juggling all the things, because I am always and forever in the anti-burnout club. But I'm grateful to be back talking with you. I've missed you. And I have some powerful podcast episodes planned that I'm working on, so stay tuned for that. I'll leave you today with a quote from Ram Dass that's been on my mind a lot lately. I can do nothing for you but work on myself. And you can do nothing for me but work on yourself.